time for the buzz with the Queen Bee on the Devin Dixon Show.
Yeah, first buzz of 2016. Wherever you're at, thanks for making us part of the drive this afternoon on the TuneIn Radio app, sportsradio977.com, where we got a poll question, who will win the Super Bowl? We'd like to get your feedback. We'll update you before the end of the show. And, of course, 97.7 FM, 1210 AM around southern Utah. And Happy New Year! The Queen Bee's first show, and she's ready to bring it today on the drive. Rachel, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How about you, Devin?
I'm good. I hope your holiday season was awesome.
I can't complain.
Well,
it's better than bad, so it's good.
Sounds like we've got lots to get to today. You've got a number of stories. Let's jump right into our lead story. Let's get to the buzz.
All right. So Dirk Nowitzki has been in the NBA now for a million years. What, 15 seasons?
Yeah.
So, he's 7 feet tall, but he's 37 years old, so he's getting a little bit rusty, even though he's great. So he tried to stuff the ball in the hoop the other day, tried to dunk it, and got rejected by the hoop. So he went on, everyone's making fun of him. He's kind of like, oh, there that goes. And he goes on Twitter, yo, that rim was 12 feet high. That was his only response on Twitter. And you're like, that's a good point.
I love it. Yeah, he's not quite a spring chicken anymore. He's getting older. His leaping ability never was fantastic, but if I was a teammate of Dirk's, I probably would have given him a little hell for that one as well if he would have got rim checked, as they say.
Yeah, so it's cool. Whatever. Do your thing, man. At least he has humor about it. But anyway, so this is going now into the Olympics might be screwed pile. Again, like any country now that thinks about in the Olympics, just don't. Because nobody is paying the electric bill now at one of Rio's Olympic stadiums. So apparently, the power has been shut off at the stadium meant to host the track and field competitions, and nobody can decide who's going to pay to turn it back on. The dispute is between the city government and the soccer club, who has been responsible for the stadium's utility costs.
Right.
So now they're passing it back off to each other, and the unpaid bills total over $250,000. The electricity's been off since last week, and the water was cut off more than a month ago.
Wow.
Yeah, this is not looking so good.
Is Brazil, are they struggling right now as a country?
Yeah, Brazil's in a really, really bad recession right now. So the Olympic organizers have been trying to chop $500 million off the budget for hosting the games, keeping it at $1.9 billion. But when you're in a recession like that to begin with, that's not going to work. No.
It's not that easy to host the Olympics, let's be honest.
No, there's so much money that needs to go into it. And a lot of these places, they never use them again.
Right.
So the next time a country thinks about hosting the Olympics, just don't. Just don't, unless you have the infrastructure to really hold on to it. All right, we're going to talk about a high school basketball coach that just bumped a ref to the ground in Pennsylvania. Not really sure why this coach thought it'd be a good idea to do that. It almost looks like a headbutt, but he chest bumped him, put his head down, and the ref went flying at this basketball game. Now, obviously, the coach was, knocked out of the game. But why would you think it's a good idea to chest bump the ref to the ground when you're mad?
I don't know. I saw this. I saw this headline. I saw the footage. He just lost his mind. It was a pretty hefty chest bump too to the ref. It was not just a little love tap.
No, there was some power behind that.
It's tough to be a coach, isn't it? You're underpaid. He probably got no pay, and now he's got a bad name. That's no good. Don't lose your cool. Coaches, don't lose your cool, please.
Yeah, that might help. All right, we're going on to, speaking of not cool, Johnny Manziel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, this guy.
You can pretty much bring him up in the buzz every week nowadays, I think.
I'm telling you, he's like the old Dennis Rodman. Like how Rodman had that span of weeks where he was just every week. No, Johnny Manziel is now taking his place. You're absolutely right. So he partied in Vegas in this fake wig and mustache. Because everyone's like, how did he get away with no photos being taken of him? He was known as Billy. So he had the swan wig, mustache, glasses, and hoodie. Went by the name of Billy. And the only reason they caught him is because he actually didn't have any cash. And when he asked a restaurant to comp him and his drinks and his food, they refused. and he had to put it on his card. Now, why would he do this before the season was over, less than 24 hours before the season ended? I don't know. Why does Johnny Manziel do anything that he does? I don't know.
I do. I think he's showing signs of an addict. I just don't think he's rehabilitated. I think he loves to party, and he's not mature enough to handle the responsibility. And so I know he did make it back for that Monday meeting. That's been widely reported, but most people assume that Jimmy Haslam and the Browns have had enough of Johnny Manziel's act.
He's done. He's absolutely done. You heard that quote that he said. He was doing an interview, I think it was a few weeks ago, and he said, "I don't have a problem with alcohol. The team has a problem with me liking alcohol," or something like that. And I was just like, bro.
Did some? And I don't know if this is confirmed or not, and I hate to speculate, but there was one source out there that reported he was at a nightclub till like 3 a.m. and then and then he was like still in this wig and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So after the report came out, he posted a photo of himself and his dog with the caption, #Saturday Nights, and geotagged it in Avon, Ohio, except he wasn't in Ohio. He was in Vegas. Definitely not with his dog. So it was a good try. It was a nice try. He actually gave it a little effort this time.
There's just too many. He's too high profile. Too many people know him. I mean, I don't know what he's thinking. He's clearly not thinking right now at all.
I mean, has he ever really thought?
I just hope for his sake she was pretty, because you're an idiot, Johnny Football.
No, he wasn't spotted with any girl.
What?
No.
Come on.
He was.
That makes it worse. That makes it 10 times worse.
Yeah, he was actually there, like, just to party and, like, hang out and do that, but he wasn't actually spotted, like, hooking up girls. He was just spotted doing his thing. It was really weird.
Oh.
All right, and we're going to, after this, I don't even know anymore. All right, we're going to end this, the buzz, before we go to Buzz Time Trivia, with a hockey story.
Okay.
So, as we all know, we know hockey players are probably the most intense and hustle-driven, sports people on the planet.
Coordinated, athletic. I mean, I went ice skating a couple weeks ago. I give these guys mad props for what they can do on the ice with a stick and a puck and the skating backwards and sideways and body checking. These guys are athletes.
Well, yes, they are, but they're also the most intense humans ever, because think about it. It doesn't matter if they get a little nick or they get this. This guy, and this is common. This is what makes the story so great. So Daniel Seddon, he's a Canucks forward, and he took somebody battered a puck in his glove straight into this guy's mouth, straight into the mouth, and all you see is blood go flying. And he comes up, and you see he's lost like 3 or 4 of his front teeth, and one of the other, I think it was his someone else on the team just said it's an accident that happened. He came back, so that's good. A few teeth is not a big deal. That shouldn't stop you from playing.
Spoken like a true hockey player. That's well done.
These guys, because I actually used to play hockey, and I was a competitive figure skater, so I know how hard it is to play. But these guys are like the most intense humans on the planet. They do not let any kind of injury stop them.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Hockey mention of the day on the drive, delivered by the Queen Bee. We've got to take a quick time out, but we want your phone calls. You can be the first to play a little Buzz Time Trivia. We got prizes if you got correct answers. We play next on ESPN Radio.
Live from the One Law Studios. One Law, your dedicated personal injury attorneys.
Back for some Buzz Time Trivia, everybody. Now, if you are trying to get through, lines are all full, but we will get to you as soon as we possibly can. Keep trying, 673-9398. In the meantime, if you know the correct answer, go ahead and feel free to yell it at the top of your lungs in your car. Let's go to the Queen Bee for question number 1, and the first contestant, Brad. Brad, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
All right, here we go. In 2007, Detroit quarterback John Kitna was sacked 51 times to lead the league. It was still 25 sacks short of the season record set in 2002 by which quarterback?
I couldn't hear the question, sorry.
In 2007, John Kitna, when he played for the Lions, was sacked 51 times to lead the league, but it was still 25 sacks short of the all-time sack record in one season, which was set back in the year 2002 by what quarterback?
Holy cow. We're going to go with Peyton Manning.
No, it was David Carr, 76 times.
David Carr, little brother playing for the Oakland Raiders right now, 76 sacks. 70, is that what you said, brutal. Rachel? 76?
76. That's brutal.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other quarterbacks that took a lot of sacks. You got to look at like the guys that aren't very mobile, like Drew Bledsoe and Dave Craig. I think Dave Craig, the old Seahawks quarterback, was the exact opposite of what we've got now with the Russell Wilson. Let's go back to the phone lines and the next contestant. What's your name?
Dougie Fresh.
Dougie Fresh. How you doing, bud?
Happy New Year to all.
All right, Dougie, here is your question. Queen Bee, question number 2. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Who was the first player in history to catch 15,000 passing yards in their career?
Can you repeat the question? Couldn't quite hear it.
Who was the first player in history to catch 15,000 passing yards in their NFL career? This is not, don't overthink this one.
Yeah.
Easier than you think.
Jerry Rice.
You got it.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes. It had to be Jerry Rice. That was a nice job, Dougie.
Right, you are.
Thank you, I'm glad you said don't overthink it.
Yeah, buddy. You know what I've got for you? I've got a $20 gift certificate to one of my favorite restaurants, Ninja's Japanese Steakhouse. Ninja's $20 gift certificate. How's that sound, Dougie?
Superb. Thank you very much.
All right, Dougie's into the win column. We're 1 for 2. 1 for 2 right now. Dougie Fresh. The name says it all. Bringing the freshness, huh, Queen Bee?
He did a great job on that one. I'll give it to him.
Hey, 673-9398. If you want to play along, we'll get to as many contestants as we can in the next 5 minutes or so. So 673-9398 if you want to play Buzz Time Trivia here on The Drive. Buzz Time Trivia brought to you by our friends at Rolling Stone. You can get rock with their decorative rock, landscape gravel, boulders, topsoil, all over there at Rolling Stone. And let's go back to the phone lines. What's your name?
This is Brad.
Brad, okay, here's your question.
All right, which one of these following players set a record for intercepting 14 passes in a single season? Rondé Barber, Dick Lane, Mel Renfro, or Milt Davis?
Holy cow. The only one I recognize is Rondé Barber.
Incorrect. It was Dick Lane.
Dick the Night Train Lane?
There you go. See, that one was, I gave it a 25% shot on that one.
What did he say? She's tough today. I think you got it fired up. 673-9398. We got an open phone line. 673-9398. Where's our Brainiac Trivia buffs at? I've got some pretty good prizes. Let's go back to the phone lines. Our next contestant. What's your name?
Trent.
Trent, here's your question.
Who was the first player in history to reach 2,500 all-purpose yards by any means, in a season?
2,500 all-purpose yards, NFL.
Yep. In one season.
Jim Brown.
No, it was Lionel James. It was a good guess, though.
That was a really good guess.
All right, thanks.
Appreciate. No, great guess. All-purpose yards. That's what you're seeing at Stanford. So I was thinking like a punt returner. I was like scanning my mind for like an Eric Metcalf or a Deion. I don't know. I was looking for somebody that was a running back or a wide receiver that was also like a punt and kickoff returner. Let's go back to the phone lines. What's your name?
Sterling.
Sterling, here's your question.
Which kicker set a record in 2007 by kicking 74 extra points in the season?
2007 kicker.
2007.
I'm
trying to remember who won the Super Bowl that year.
I'm trying to think of kickers.
Well, you played fantasy sports in 2007, right?
What's that? Gutkowski?
Say his last name?
Gutkowski or something like that?
We're on. Keep going. You got to get the full name. Can't have part of the name.
I can't even think of it. Let's see. His name's like...
what team is he on?
Steven or something like that?
What
Yes!
Yeah, you got it.
Steven Goskowski.
Holy crap, I got it right.
I'm actually shocked. Yeah, I was like, I can't give it to him for part of the name. That doesn't work.
Oh, my goodness.
That was good.
Sterling, well done. Hey, I'll tell you what I got for you. I got a gift certificate over at About Time Pub and Grub for you. You may go over there and watch the national championship on a Monday night, huh, buddy?
Sounds awesome. Thank you.
All right, Sterling. It took him a while there, Queen Bee, but he did. He went hacked last name and then backed it up to the first name. That works.
Unless he Googled, and then we don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Let's go back to the phone lines. What's your name?
Brad Jr.
Brad. You're a glutton. If you go over 3, you cannot call back.
Well, throw a softball like Jerry Rice.
All right. Give him the hardest question Give him the hardest question that you have.
All right, here we go.
I cannot wait for him to go 0 for 3.
Which punter had his leg turned to rubber by being the first in football history to kick 100 punts in a season?
100 punts.
Reggie
You wanted
Roby.
a good one.
Oh, my God.
Reggie Roby.
No.
Ray Guy.
What?
Ray
no,
Guy.
Not Ray. No.
No. Shoot.
No. No.
Shoot.
What's their guess? I can't even tell if it's you or him.
Shane Leckler.
No, it's Bob Scarpito.
Bob Scarpito? You had no chance, Junior. No chance.
You wanted me to give you the hard one. I swear you're the hardest I had.
That was the hardest you had. I gotta Google Bob Scarpito.
I don't even know who this guy is.
I don't have a clue. I've never heard of Bob Scarpito. That's just torturous.
That's why I chose that question. I was like, I have no idea who this guy is, and he's the correct answer. I'm totally going with this.
Oh my heavens! Oh my goodness! We guys have for one more quick call. 673-9398. We've got 2 winners so far. We got to get one more. 673.
We'll get one more on this one. I can guarantee it.
This is easy. She's
easier. Easy. That's why I'm doing this one now.
all right. What's your name?
Jerry Rice.
Dude, you get out of here.
You cannot get out.
How does he keep getting through?
They're very intense.
Jerry Rice. You scared everybody. Nobody wants a piece of your trivia.
You know, let's see when
You haven't
do it,
scared
everybody gets the correct
Junior.
answer. When I do it, everyone gets it wrong. Dang, man.
Oh, I love it. Hey, we've got to wrap things up. That's all the time we've got. A little buzz type trivia. Congratulations to Doug. You want to take one more?
Take one more. Come on.
All right, we got Dougie and Sterling. Well done. Let's try to take one more winner. Who's
Come on,
this?
guys.
Oh, they thought we were done. We're done. I got to wrap it up. Till next week. We'll talk to you then. See you, Queen Bee.